EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale.
Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway here on EA Sports.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Arizona defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Prescott to throw it. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the first down.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Hey, as not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Now an option play on second down. Down the right sideline. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
At the 32-yard line.
Connor going to get it again on second down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. Connor trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
Once again, it's Connor. And this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown.
You think about James Conner down near the goal line, and you think about the 2021 season with his 15 touchdown runs. He believes he's as good as anybody down close, and he powers his way in here.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take.
Here's a diving catch right side. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those like mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And you know you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your
concrete.
Toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The Cardinals are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run here with Connor. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to widen their advantage.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Lots of look to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing, Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White down the left sideline.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Murray a give. This is counter.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Now 2nd and 5.
Now Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Murray now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Prescott on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as they'll take this all the way down to the 35. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
2nd down, Prescott. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, a run with Connor.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor.
James Conner with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. It's close. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now here's a pass on first down to Way and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A second down throw for Prescott. And oh my goodness, here's a fifth interception. Picked up by Garrett Williams. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think all the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Able to power through. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. First down, Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Prescott now. And now here is another interception. And the Cardinals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.